Hi, welcome to Christmas Storytelling. I will tell you 25 short stories about Christmas. And story 2 is God's promises. God's ability to keep His promises is called the truthfulness of God. That is, God by His very nature represents all things as they really are. God's truth is evident in His promises and in His ability to follow through and keep His promises. The power of a promise depends on the power of the one making the promise, right? Anyone can make a promise and everyone does. But when it comes to God, we can have full confidence that He will keep His promises. God is not human that He should lie, not a human being that He should change His mind. Does He speak and then not act? Does He promise and not fulfill? God Himself is truth and the source of truth. It is impossible for Him to say anything untruthful. God cannot lie. Lying is completely contrary to His very nature. And therefore we can trust in God's promises as revealed in the Bible. If God said it, you can believe it. Now, you have to ask to whom God made His promises. It would be a mistake for you to assume that every promise made in the Bible has application for you today. Many of God's promises were limited to specific people or groups of people, and that means these promises apply to them. Other promises, though they were made in connection with a particular situation, do have a universal application for all time. Now, why are we learning this during the Christmas season? Well, Christmas is all about God's promises. God does not casually make promises then never get around to fulfilling them. No. Every promise found in the Bible has a purpose. And Christmas is an essential aspect of God's promise. Because Christmas is the beginning of the fulfillment of God's plan to establish His kingdom here on earth, which He has promised to do. Christmas is putting God's powerful promises to work in your life. In a word, the all-powerful God is offering you all-powerful promises. All He is asking from you is a willingness to follow Him even though at times you stumble and fall. He wants you to stay in the battle of becoming a man or a woman after God's own heart. So, Merry Christmas, be joyful, God is for you.